let me know. Okay, yeah, that entity came right there from the overpass. Came up from the overpass. Well, the traffic was going. Well, the cop was sitting over there every night, and I didn't figure it out the whole time I was over there. Okay, I did not figure it out the whole time, and it's actually just coming to me recently why they were there with all the things that are going on, the setups and all that I have had to deal with. And so they are now trying to up the ante using more things in that the helicopter frequency that I've shown from one location to the next. Everywhere I lived, they brought that along. Even with those 2 days I slept out in the coldest weather, the helicopter was flying over that area often, loud as it could. It sure was. I have that documentation as well. So, to touch the bars of the earth, sleeping on earth, you get energized when you are appearing out of thin air to climb above all of that and to be pulled in a space like that to safety, because that's what it's all about, being safe. And that's why I feel very safe at all times in this. So I want to share that story with everyone. I mean, that energy was, man, it was so powerful. It scared me, but at the same time, it enlightened me. It let me know that, okay, this is who I am. And this is the energy that I have to be able to use at any time I can use it. And yet, but I have to have my body in the right cleansing perspective, right cleansing, cleanliness to do that, because the Creator, I don't think the Creator will give you, the creation process is going to give you that power with a muddy circulatory system, because that's not what it does. The cleansed system that the Creator gives us that power. Just like any powerful person, they go through fast, they go through all kinds of things to cleanse their bodies, and to be powerful in that giving. We know about all the Buddhists, all the other religious, spiritual people, all that, whatever you want to call it. They go do fast to cleanse their bodies out, to make sure that for these things that they're taking on, they are instrumental. Their instrumentation is that powerful. So that's why I say the instrumentation that I've been able to use in vitro fertilization before life is to be in this form, but in the form of a spermatozoa with the head life on it. There's a reason why I worked in that area without the so-called because the job was for a third-year medical student. That's who the job was for. Okay, and I got the job. And so I don't have that education at all. But I do have an education and the experience in working in the laboratory for years. So, and the boss was a Red Dot Indian. So they knew ahead of time who I was and what I was capable of being and doing. So that's why he hired me. Okay? So in that, I get to champion any cause. I get to win over any bully tactics. So act this way all you want, and you get to see a very powerful being in this life, which the Creator always gives us. The creation process gives us this. And I'm not the only one this way. I've said that, but I'm glad to be able to use this. And the pressure that I'm under is expanding me much more than I thought. Yes, again, thought process. But now that I know, the growing pains are the knowing gains of who I am right now as of today. And that's why I go around being the way that I am, saying these things and manufacturing the medulla oblongata head up in the sky, star staring, sun gazing is amazing. Very graceful, smooth transition, peaceful dominance that life gives us when we are accepting of that. I mean, it's a very powerful thing to be able to go out in space. I said no air up there, but there is air everywhere, just as there's water everywhere. Air means an heir to the throne of the creation process. When we are shown the acclamation, and I've been shown that several times, okay? And one of the things that sports has done, I've shown sports, the numbers and the movement in that, very powerfully done. You all know the numbers in every sport I've shown, how that works, which is very cool. I like that. And because I've always liked sports casters and the creative things that they say and the stats. Don't keep stats to yourself. And the assist Ant, Durant, Doreen, you see all these things that I've been given to use, even talk to Mr. Joe Johnson when he was last year or 2 years ago, when he was here, got a chance to speak to him, gave him that information. He liked what I heard, but his people didn't follow up on it. So actually they did, but something happened that was that they didn't agree with at the time. I had nothing to do with it. It's just that my energy was there when that was going on, and it seemed as if I was the issue with that, but it's not that. The timing. When I have to give the message is clear. All right? I have a belly button, which is life and death, which is the truth. Crush the earth shall rise again at all times. Okay? Now, getting to Dunbar Community Garden, the Dunbar Community Center. Speaking of that, statistics, and which is a very good thing. And again, Steve Sullivan, thank you. See all those things, how that's rolling together. So how can they use their energy to stop this? And why is that? Jail lousy. I don't want to say jealousy, because when you say someone is jealous, they go all crazy, all nerve crazy, but they're going to do it anyway. So they jail lousy. That's what that is. You know, I've used GMO, genetically modified organism, in the past as well. So my entity, who I am, always comes. Okay? Powerful. Now, basketball sports. I play basketball in Dunbar Community Center. One time that I won a championship in basketball in the Summer League. It was for Bloom Scrap Metal. Bloom Scrap Metal. It's a white guy who owned scrap metal thing here in Little Rock, Arkansas for many years, and he won a championship playing with his team with some college guys who were very good college players. I remember that I didn't get a chance to play this championship game. I hate to admit to that, but man, I think maybe I got just a couple of seconds or something. I didn't care for it at all. I was really not into that. But I was on his team, and we won the championship. We beat some really good guys, and I remember City Monkey participated 1 year in that thing, and he's always been nice to me. So when I see him, he speaks, and, so congrats to Sidney on that. And as you can see, I'm always using him in pictures, in motion. And he's just one of those pictures, one of the greatest pictures in sports history. Top pictures in sports history right now, with him folding up, and man, that slam dunk is awesome, isn't it? Woo. Beautiful. And I even did a numbers and light and pyramidal thing on that the numbers, 543, all that, okay? Just on that picture they took. So, but going on into this, I keep it at 15. Bloom Scrapmetal, when he was passing, I think he was having problems with dementia, and had this Mercedes Benz, and he was riding around in it, and it's cool here. He came up to this barber shop I was hanging out. It was not what it is now, but it's called Goodfellas now, which those guys did help in my greenhouse haircuts. Loving lecture at Henry Roger Clean Library. Big ups to you all, fellas. Barbershop. It was from the North Little Rock Barbers College. I guess they worked together to bring those young men in there to do those haircuts things. So it's now Goodfellas, but it was not that at the time. It was something else. This guy that owns a nightclub now, it was his building at the time. But Bloom Scrapmetal came through there and was trying to speak to me about something, and I didn't recognize him at first because he was in that two-seater Benz drop top, acting weird, and that's the reason why he was acting weird, because he was having problems with dementia, remembering things at that time. And I kind of just brushed him off. Didn't know what his purpose was. Didn't really recognize him at first until he drove off, you see. So, but when he passed, all that information came to me. Okay? And, but at that barbershop, I want to say this too. I had my 300ZX, a white one, dropped T-tops and all that. And this homeless guy sat in my car and went all through my things, trying to find something to steal in my vehicle, a homeless guy. And me and two other guys caught him in there. Those guys really started to hurt the guy. I asked him, no, that's enough. A couple of blows, he was begging for his life. And if they would have gone further, I'm sure it would have been permanent damage done to him. But they have a $15 million program for the homeless right now. So we know those people are professionals sometimes. And they sit out there and collect that money. But we know a lot of them are mental patients because of some reason. I don't know what it is. But at that location, so you see, I'm bringing all these things coming together. What I'm going through, what's happening in this city, the money that's been spent on certain areas, you see. So the entity that I am, such vibrant one, covers so many areas. I'm now getting a chance to speak on them. Okay? So